Hey transfers, I'm here with Norma from the Center of Accessible Education, and she's going to talk a little bit about her resource and just, have you get to know what she's all about.
Yeah, hi, thank you. So the Center for Accessible Education is basically the Office for Students with Disabilities at UCLA. That was our old name. We basically provide academic accommodations to students that have all types of different disabilities. We also provide kind of disability support in different ways. We advocate for students. We provide kind of skill building workshops and different things like that to just kind of strengthen the community of students with disabilities on campus, and also to create awareness of disability issues.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something that's really important nowadays, just to have that resource and also to have that awareness of different issues that may be going on with students.
Definitely.
Yeah, so thank you for being here.
Yeah,
and do you have, why would you say it's important for, all students to know about your resource?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think, disability is something that's kind of unique because there's disabilities that can start from childhood. And so someone might grow up their whole life knowing they have a disability, and then they can, of course, easily get registered with our office. Other disabilities, though, things that more like psychological disabilities or things like ADHD or other temporary disabilities or different medical issues that come up, a lot of people don't know that they can potentially qualify for services with our office. And basically they can qualify if any of those issues are impacting them academically. And so we just want, I think there's generally a lack of awareness around that, and I think it's really important for our students and the campus to be aware that we exist and that we're here to support the students.
Yeah, that's really important to know. And so even if the student is unsure of whether the resource applies to them or not, you recommend them to come down and talk to you guys?
Yeah, definitely. We can let them know what they need in order to potentially get registered with us, or if there's maybe another resource on campus that we might want to refer them to or that might be more beneficial, but they can absolutely come and make an appointment and chat with any of us.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for being there for us.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and just a final thing that we want to know is, do you have any advice that you want to give some transfers or just to the general UCLA community about anything?
Yeah. So I guess one thing is just don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. It can be really difficult, I think, to try to navigate certain, who to talk to in a certain instance and things like that. I say just go for it, ask somebody, and hopefully we'll help you get connected with the right person. The other thing is to come in and be yourself. Don't lose sight of who you are when you're in this gigantic setting, because I think it can be a difficult transition sometimes to go from a CC that's smaller or maybe more intimate, more support, to this big gigantic campus where people are a lot more maybe competitive and anxious and things like that. And so to really just come in, you're here for a reason, know who you are, and kind of come and do your thing and go.
Yeah. We belong here.
Yes,
that's pretty much
for
what I
sure.
Thank you.
No
Thank you so
problem.
much.
Yeah.
Okay, Bruin, so that's Norma. Thank you again so much for your input, and tune in next time.